Nobody is talking about this, and I really don't know why. I effed up. I effed up in my garden. I F up all the time, but I effed up in my garden. I'm gonna share with you what I did. I had an ego. I wanted some Belgian tomatoes. Started them from seed back in January. They were a little late getting in because we had late frost in March. So I planted them up. They grew tremendously, okay? They're huge. They're full of blooms. And I do have some tomatoes, okay? I have some tomatoes. It's not that I don't have any, but the flowers dropped. It's too hot for that variety of tomato. The flowers dropped, have sterile pollen. I'm not gonna get very many tomatoes, okay? I put up the shade cloth, but it's a little late in the game for that. That's not gonna cure the problem. The actual problem is that I planted a variety of tomato that I did not know anything about for this climate, and I went against all of my previous experience, okay? I've been growing tomatoes for years and years and years, guys, okay? And I did this, I made a mistake, and I don't want you to do the same thing. So stick with those tomato varieties that work well for you. Specifically here in Florida, because this is Shelly in the Sunshine State, you want to get those hybrid varieties, okay? University of Florida makes all those hybrid varieties of tomatoes specifically for Florida. We're talking about the solar heat, the heat wave, the solar fire, celebrity, okay? That is my favorite. Last year I planted celebrity. I got 40-50 tomatoes on each plant. I planted 4 plants. I ended up 200 plus tomatoes off of those plants. Okay, they're very disease resistant. I had 0 issues. These Belgian tomatoes, guys, they're starting to get early blight. The flowers are dropping. I've got some bottom end rot coming on some of the tomatoes that I thought were doing well until I looked under them. So just do with what you know, okay, for your area, for your garden. It's not the time for experiments, but I just wanted to share with you that this experiment was a flop, okay? No tomatoes for me. They're gonna be very few and far in between. So I just wanted to save you the pain of doing the same thing that I did, okay? So stick with those varieties that you know, plant those varieties, you'll do better.